So what is litigation under the GST? GST litigation refers to the disputes and conflicts arising out of an issue. In general, litigation refers to the dispute or the conflict arising out of an issue. But under GST, what can be the areas of litigation? It can be for rate of tax, it can be for classification, it can be for valuation, it can be for interpretation of a statutory provision, applicability of a notification, improper application of a legal provision or violation of the law and its procedures, delay in complying with the statutory provisions, and filing of the returns. So all these aspects can lead to a litigation. So a non-compliance or non-compliance with the law or non-compliance with the procedure, or misinterpretation, or with an intention to defraud the government if you are doing anything, all these things can lead to a litigation. So because of your genuine doubt also, there can be a litigation. Because of your misinterpretation, there can be a litigation. So it can be from many angles. So we should be aware of that where exactly we are by taking a particular position in this. Next slide, please. So what are the relevant provisions? If you just go through these sections which are going to be important, see, refund is not given. There is a scope for litigation only if the refund is not given or it is denied. So if it is denied, then it will be denied based on certain grounds, that denial of your ITC. So there can be many. It is a combination of these things, since I did not mention separately. But yes, lot of litigation only on the refunds. You can say that every topic is subject to litigation only. And I'm not specifically mentioning that this topic is only for the litigation and this is litigation free. Nothing is litigation free. So what are the relevant provisions under the GST Act? If you see that these sections are going to be relevant. Section 61, which deals with the scrutiny of returns. 65, notice for conducting audit by the tax authorities. 66, a special audit by the chartered or cost auditor appointed by the tax authorities. 67, inspection, search and seizure. 70, summons. 73, determination of tax in non-fraud cases. 74, determination of tax in fraud cases. 76, tax collected but not paid to the government. 78, recovery proceedings. 107 is appeal with appellate authorities. 108 is a revisionary power. 112 is appeal with tribunal. 117 is appeal with High Court. 118 is appeal with Supreme Court. These are the relevant sections which are there, which are directly or indirectly leading to litigation and the other issues. There it seems to be some echo, but I'm not seeing anything over here, sir. Please bear with me. Next slide, please. So is there any poll question, Pawan, at this point of time?
No, sir, we'll do it later.
Yeah. Okay. So what is the hierarchy of the adjudicating authorities? If you see that what is going to be the appellate authorities, the original assessing authority will be either AC or DC or JC or ADC or the commissioner of CGST or SGST. So you may be falling in the jurisdiction of an SGST authority or the CGST authority. Once you are there, then depending on the amount involved in the notice or in the demand, then it can be decided by the ACDC, or it will be decided either by the JC or ADC, or sometimes the matter may be at the level of the commissioner. So this is ACDC, JC, ADC, or commissioner is depending on the financial powers of adjudication. If your matter is below 10 lakhs, it is going to be ACDC. JC and DC up to 50 lakhs and above 50 lakhs without any kind of a limit is a commissioner. But when the matter is involving suppression and section 74 is invoked, then commissioner comes into the picture. So depending on those criteria, the original authority is going to be decided. But once the order is passed by the original authority, then what is the appellate mechanism? So the first appellate happens to be JC in the case if the order is coming from an ACDC. If the assistant or deputy commissioner passes an order, then it is appealable with either joint or additional commissioner. But once the order is passed either by the joint commissioner or additional commissioner, it can be appealed only with the commissioner. So that is the reason I wrote the first appellate authority can be a JC or an ADC or the commissioner, depending on that who passed the original order. Sometimes it so happens if the original order has been passed by the commission itself, then it happens to be the first appellate authority happens to be the GST tribunal only, because against the commissioner's orders, the first appeal has to be filed with the GST tribunals only. The second appellate authority happens to be the ADC or the commissioner appeals in the CGST or the GST tribunal. So depending on that, it goes to that. Then there are some matters which can go to the High Court. There are some matters which cannot go to the High Court. They will be directly appealed with the Supreme Court, like the classification issues. Classification issues will not be decided by the High Court. It has to be directly decided by the Supreme Court. But otherwise, all other matters that the hierarchy is going to be from the tribunal, it is going to the High Court and then to the Supreme Court. This is how the education structure is there under the GST.